when you setting up.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas.
Ain't mad at you.
It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
If that ever happened in the game. Blocking the field goal like that.
As we'll see Drew Brees and the Houston Texans
Dalvin Cook, Allen
versus
Robinson.
Deshaun Watson and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle
He better not
between
do
the
nothing like that
Jacksonville
this game.
Jaguars
12
and
receptions?
the Houston Texans.
Devin Funches, 12 receptions for 144 yards, 2 touchdowns on a former tight end. Oh, heck no. You better not do that to us.
With Charles Davis,
slinging
as
this
always,
controller
I'm
out
Brandon
the
Gaudin.
window.
And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our
Mentally
two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
All right, Joe.
And they'll be led out by the all-time leader in terms of passing yards in NFL history, their 41-year-old quarterback, Drew Brees.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well.
Let's get it.
Big-time game.
Sorry, Dal.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I hate to do this to you, dog.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then
There you go.
Pressure and a Jaguar sack. Grady Jarrett making.
Don't help him up.
He gets the sack. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us
No,
extensively.
we got a sack. Y'all
They
ain't
needed
paying
to get
attention.
pressure. How were they going
I
to get
got
to the
like 2
quarterback?
right on the
Obviously,
line.
they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Caught by the
Who's that,
tight
Zach
end.
Ertz?
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
So y'all got a little
gain
bit
of
off on us.
4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive
Dude,
as
this
it's
much
4th
based off
down.
that last game.
That right there,
Better have
career
a little
catch
bit
number
defense.
541, and that's
Got a long day for
significant
y'all.
because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also
I'm
obviously
letting
played the
y'all
tight
all
end
mine.
position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You're talking
All right,
about
Sean,
lofty
let's get back to
territory,
what we
rare
want to do.
air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
So here's the first drive now
Last
for the
week was a
Jags.
bunch of crap.
Leading him out
About
is their
15
quarterback,
drops
the former 12th
from
overall
tight
pick.
end and
Some
wide
refer to him
receivers.
as the natural Deshaun Watson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. You got to get that changed around.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That right there.
The numbers a week ago for Michelle. 17 carries, 105 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too.
Y'all say
More
everybody
opportunities
leads
to
the
run
league in
block for
rushing.
him.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll make it third down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Oh, dang, I was throwing that thing. All right, here we go. That's right. My left tackle was gone for like 5 weeks. What the heck is that?
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
It's part of the reason why they won last week. Yeah, it's the same exact play, just like
and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his right.
Let's go, Paris.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Oh, yo, shut your
Fumble on the play.
Exactly.
Recovered by the offense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Dang.
It's Michelle.
That left side.
And he'll lose yardage
To
here.
that side.
Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Actually, you need to have it right there.
On 2nd and 12, Watson trying for...
What the heck kind of ball was that, dog? Here we go.
And he'll return this one just
Here we go.
midfield to the 49.
All right, here we go.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
He right over there, and you throw it straight to the dang
isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field
right.
sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
Darius, what the heck are you doing?
Maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area. An interception can result.
Here we go.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down at
Get
the
y'all behind on the game.
27-yard line.
Y'all feel the injuries. Shoot. I'm tired of this crap.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze now. And that is incomplete.
Why, thank you.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not
You actually
hang on. It's
tried to
3rd
do
down.
something.
Incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jacksonville's pass defense.
Thank you.
Hold serve. 4th down.
Pass.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Makes the score Texans 10.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now.
Oh, look at that. You hold on to the ball this time, dog.
Turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down. We ain't gonna win another game.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
26,
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 15 yards on the play, first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On third down, Michelle. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Got walked over. From the right tackle spot, you got
3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
About to let Ryan Kerry
pick up there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Hey, we will take it.
This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Michelle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. Then the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
It's on there. I wonder, am I supposed to close the doors on those little flaps?
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get funny, right? And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And
there you go, Darius! Get up! Get up!
Corner, Darius Slay.
Thank you.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
About time you started earning your money.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
All these corners that we got that can play man, we ain't gonna be stuck in zone all game.
Houston set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much.
Thank you. Look at that. Hat on the hat. All across the field.
Not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes
Ain't worried about getting burnt. Oh my God.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end, because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes his beat.
That's all me.
35 before going out of bounds.
I thought this was going to get
12 yards there and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that in that play. Great recognition and understood where running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze quickly into the hands of Robinson.
William.
Houston. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Man, don't act like the slant route is the
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
I love the way that they just saw it happen.
They had a dose from
Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts.
Now let's see how tired he is off of one scrim.
The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
Oh, wow. He's still on regular. Shocker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. This is the tight end fake.
Yeah, just hold on to the ball.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Yeah, I rarely roll the cone.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Watson. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down, maybe later on, you can catch him close to the spot.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
No, he had
very little chance that that one was
right
going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run with Michelle.
Have to do had the nerve to try to be like, put me in the game plan some more.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete.
Oh, that should have been a touchdown.
But he does have first down yardage.
You ain't got no right to do no kind of dance right.
Flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward.
Oh, wow.
Toss left side.
What are you back here for, dog? You just don't let it run. That's my problem.
Before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Breeze. Looking deep for his tight end.
There we go, Chauncey.
Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Breeze set.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards...
Oh, he dropped it. Dog, man, what is up?
Now he's looking just to add to his totals.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Y'all left it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
This is hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Right there on third down, like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Ayuk to return it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
3 straight drops. That don't make sense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2-minute offense. This is where they become the Monstars.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
that time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put more contact on him. Really well done.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets it all the way down inside.
He just sits back there and doesn't even try to come.
Well, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
It's like the
1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Get him, somebody.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
He's a statue.
Andrew Billings.
Should have been.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Jaguars 21.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right.
I was just getting
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
just a little bit.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a while. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
20.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. They'll roll him out right. They'll try and run, and this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, Michel. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still second down.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
He's wide.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Steps away to his left. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Michelle.
My goodness, dude.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Oh, man, I hate doing this.
Down back at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson, quick slant to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Complete.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
8 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Sean Watson, red.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground.
No excuses.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you get a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
This is ridiculous.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 24.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
See what that does with those stupid slants.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
It doesn't make a difference.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Intended for Allen Robinson.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. They'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him.
Again.
tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Breeze again. Take this one in for a touchdown.
Slant. That's all they did. Slant. It's mostly. That's all they did.
As his guys are able to regain the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Can do that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all my friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
1st down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run on 1st down.
Oh, my goodness, dog. Frank, you getting pushed back, dog.
And he's going to be met at the line.
What kind of sense
taken
is
down.
this?
And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. This is the tight end fan. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Buying time to his left. This one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Can't throw it to the sideline because I'm nervous that he just won't throw him out of bounds.
And the Texans take over an
And I'm getting caught by some Van Kringle dude on a scramble. Which doesn't
Some
make
good
any
games
sense.
going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer.
No, man, it's just a little too
and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Oh, thank you, Darius.
Darius Slay. These guys are going to take over at the 21-yard
Might actually do something, just put you on their
A
best.
seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case,
Oh, come
defenders
on.
found a way to give their team a chance.
All right.
Number 26.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings
Bring
up
your big
2nd
head.
and 7.
From the 24, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And a Jaguar.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35
you put him on the ground that
after
time.
showcasing the great move.
On the handoff.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd
I guess I
down.
can appreciate that.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Watson, man open left side is Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from something.
Thankfully he dropped it because
traffic coming out on the other end.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
had him and then said, nah, I don't want to do that. Had him.
Throwing again is Watson.
Dang,
That is
he did
incomplete.
too many.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Dang, Deshaun Watson. Read, dog.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again.
Okay. Maybe not.
Watson lost it. And it takes him
Pictures.
scoop.
Not well. All right, y'all. We know. Van Kringle again.
Touchdown. This was a close
They should
game.
have Chuck
They
do
needed a
a
little
replay
breathing
for him.
room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Because the computer makes no mistakes.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Watson, off play action. He'll buy some time right.
Wait, hold on to it, Paris.
As he pulls it in. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this will be incomplete.
Watch him.
Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Max can block.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Barely can breathe.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, it's Watson. Catch made here by Campbell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
That tight end position, it just seems to...
Dang, look how slow he runs when he's dead tired.
Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
3rd and 6.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Breeze.
Dang. That's the game. That's the game.
Get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 39. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Stupid strip sacks.
And they take a knee.
They got 2 touchdowns off of that.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
Drop pass.
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chuck this one up to the left-hand column for a win.
That's right. Head to the locker room, throw your wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Rushing the pass and just
so for the Texans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Defense did what defense does. Shoot. Take 14 off of their score.